it was a really big team win. Obviously, we needed this win as a team, but it's just good to get out there and beat a really good team like Northwestern, because it's just kind of the confidence boost we needed. We know we're a good team and we know we can beat good teams, but it's kind of hard to believe in yourself until you do it.
I wanted to ask you too about the running game that really hasn't existed this year, and then today you guys go for almost 200 yards. What was the key to that kind of turning around today, especially against a good defense?
Yeah, well, I think our O-line played outstanding. And like you said, Northwestern's a stout run defense. You can look at the numbers, but our O-line has progressed all year, and they've continued to get better. They played pretty well last week, in my opinion, and they played very well this week, obviously. So I think it just comes down to everybody's getting more comfortable with the scheme. Everybody's getting more comfortable with each other. So we're just going to continue to improve.
Our next question is from Lindsey Huddleston.
Hey, Rocky, congratulations on the win. Tell me what it felt like returning to the starting lineup, getting back out there, and just leading the team throughout the entire game this week compared to last week or week last.
Well, for me, it's just life as usual. I go out there and expect to play and expect to play well every week. Unfortunately, sometimes it doesn't work out like that, but I'm going to continue to improve, and I think there's a lot of things to improve on from this week, and that's all you can do is just look forward to the next one. So thank you.
Our next question is from Rico Cooney at Spartan Mag.
Hey, Rocky, congratulations on the win. Coming into this game, there's no way that anybody would have figured that you guys would have run for almost 200 yards. So tell me what happened this week. You ran for 65 yourself. So tell me what went on this week during practice where you guys felt that you could run on a team that was probably about as stout against the run as any team in the Big Ten.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I think we just we're tired of losing. I think that's what it comes down to. We want to win, and we know that we got the players to win. And we all just came together, and we knew we had a shot to win this game, and we expected to win the game coming in here. So it's just all about what do we need to improve on, and how can we do that. And our O-line improved drastically this week. So very thankful for those guys.
Thank you.
Our next question is from Matt Wenzel at MLive.
Hey, Rocky, they had scored 20 straight points and seemed like they had all the momentum, and you guys had the interception, and then the very next play, they fumble, give the ball back to you. You guys put together, scoring drive to tie the game. How important do you think was that to just, get something going at that point in time for you guys and something headed in the right direction late in the game?
Yeah, it was really important, and we actually had a couple drives that got close, but we just couldn't really finish them. Whether it was penalties, negative plays, whatever. I'm not 100% sure at this point, but to get that field goal was really big. We'd like it to be a touchdown, but at the end of the day, we'll take 3 points in the tie, and then we just had to win the game from there. So to score again.
And then for you, obviously, we saw some of you running a little bit more in 18 and not so much earlier this year. Well, how much was that something you guys really worked on this in the time off you had? And is that something that's been in the playbook really since you guys came into camp?
Yeah, we've always had it in. We know that we can run it, and we haven't had as much success running it in the past, but this week I stepped up and ran the ball a little bit more, and it definitely helped out our run game, and our O-line played fantastic as well. So, they make it easy when I don't have to miss any tackles.
Thanks, Rocky.
For our next question, we'll go to Matt Charbonneau.
Rocky, I wanted to ask about, obviously we saw 2 weeks ago that you came out in the second quarter and Peyton played a lot. So there was all sorts of speculation about who was going to be the quarterback. What were these 2 weeks like for you in that kind of battle? Did you see it as a battle, or I guess talk us through how these 2 weeks went for you in that scenario?
Yeah, well, first of all, I don't compete against anybody except for myself. So, I think Peyton's the same way. We try to help each other and make each other better, and ultimately that's what's going to make our football team better. So there's really no reason to, argue or hold harsh feelings against each other for trying to compete and make our team better. So for us, it was just how can we execute the play at hand, and then how can we move forward.
Our next question comes from Nick Mantis at WLNS.
Hey, Rocky, when thinking about the time that you guys had off to kind of, an impromptu bye week, so to speak, how did that kind of help you guys when it came to kind of just locking in and refocusing as you move forward and preparing for Northwestern?
Yeah. Well, like you said, I think it helped us just kind of lock in and regroup together because, we had some unfortunate mishaps and we lost some games. So, for us, it was just, how can we get back to, to what we were doing at the beginning of the season, play well and hopefully get a win and try to win out the rest of the season.
We'll take two more here for Rocky, starting with Jim Comparoni and wrap up with Justin Rose.
Hey, Rocky, that first touchdown, the deep one to Naylor, kind of a tone setter. Can you tell me about that one? And is that something you guys had scripted throughout the course of the week that you wanted to do early? Tell me about that play.
Yeah, well, I think a pretty decent strength of our offense is taking deep shots. And we had like a little, check with me play going, and coach saw the look and we decided to take a shot. And, thankfully he ran faster than the corner did. So
Okay.
that's really all it was.
All right. And I think the first play of the second quarter, that slot fade to Jaden Reed, real nice throw on that one. Take me through that play as well.
Yeah, so we scouted them in the red zone. We knew what we were going to get. We had a play call that had two answers for whatever coverage they were going to bring us. So for me, it was just recognizing the coverage and then delivering a good ball.
Thank you.
We'll go to Justin Rose.
Hey, Rocky, congrats. Hope you can hear me okay. Just big picture, you guys now have a big win over Michigan, which you guys know is important for the program, and now a top 10 win. How excited should Spartan fans be with Mel Tucker in control of this program?
Yeah, they should be really excited. Coach Tucker's amazing. He's got an amazing staff, support staff, all of it. He's done a really good job. We're really looking forward to working with him for the next couple of years. He's done a great job recruiting. I'm sure you guys are all over that. You know about that. So he's the real deal, and he's going to, bring us back to where we were, and I'm really excited to be a part of it.
And we'll have one final question coming from Stephen Brooks.
Hey, Rocky. Congrats on the win. Through the season to this point now, you guys have had a lot of variance between games in terms of just up and down performances game week to week. What do you point to with that, whether it's young guys or the weirdness to the preseason? I'm just curious your thoughts on the variance between performances week to week as a team.
Yeah, I think it's a combination of a bunch of things. It's never really one thing with anything, but it's been a weird year. We got a new staff. We got a young offense and defense, really. So it's just a combination of everything of, trying to be consistent every week and put your best foot forward every week because, in a league like this, in the Big Ten, if you don't put your best foot forward every week, you can get beat by anybody, as we've seen.
Thank you.
All right, we had one late question come in from Chris Solari. Chris?
Sorry about that. Rocky, I mean, you look at what the last couple of weeks have been like and then not getting to play last week. How much was it pent-up emotion and how much was it just change in scheme over the course of the last, 14 days between Indiana and now?
Yeah. For me, it was just really going back and trusting the process. Coach Johnson always talks about processing the play. And I feel like I was just out there trying to do too much and not so much with my arm or my legs, but with my mind, just trying to see everything. I don't think anybody can see all 11 players on the field and know exactly where everybody is. But, for me, it was just going back to the fundamentals and techniques and, reading my keys and knowing the concept.
And for you, those 2 third down runs in the fourth quarter, how critical was that? How much did that boost your confidence?
Yeah, they were very critical. I should have had one on the last play of the game, but it's all right. It worked out, but it's good confidence boost for me because I haven't done a lot of running this year. So for me to get a couple of good runs in, it really gives me confidence that I can make plays and extend plays outside the pocket.